Hi everyone, how are you? I'm so happy that you're here. I hope you watched my yesterday's video where I exposed news that is going on behind the scenes that nobody's talking about, and why the news are in so hustle and bustle about the Epstein files and Trump's health. Sure, these are important things, but behind the scenes, there are so many important things happening in the Congress, one after the other. One after the other bills are being passed in the Congress. And I keep, as you'll know on my channel, make people aware of these bills that are being passed in the Congress quietly in the background while the media is talking about the Epstein files and Trump's health, what have you. And of course, I mean, when they're talked about yesterday, I also said in my live stream, it is important. And also, medically, it is important and has so many more reasons why he has these issues. And today, yes, CNN actually talked about this. Okay, enough of that. And then also the media is talking about that cheating thing. And also stay tuned because I have something to tell you about that cheating story. I think tomorrow we'll do live and I will tell you what happened. Literally, if you follow my channel, you know me. I mean, I don't even have time to do every second a live stream to even tell you what exactly happened in my life, identical that I say, okay, I want to do a video about this. And literally today I was like searching, listen, this is exactly the identical story that literally that I've seen this week. And I searched today was literally the day after that something happened that I've seen in here in my like around me that I wanted to make a video on, and then the story broke out with the cheating thing. I will tell you if you're curious about that. Please join me tomorrow. I think I will do it tomorrow before our Sunday live for sure. And I will tell you what happened. And literally the day after, the next day, this cheating thing happened. I swear. I mean, I can't even follow up with this because you know me, everything that comes out of my mouth happens. So okay, enough of that. Now let's get started. Thanks for everybody who's here. Hi guys, keep the chats going. Say hi where you're joining me, and also hit the like button. Let's keep these behind the scenes important stuff really out in people's face because our lives is in stake. And here, let's get started. So I want to, as you know, I am calling out Elon Musk for more than 6 years now. And if you watch all the way the initial videos of my channel, and before I even had a YouTube channel, I was talking, I had that time a Facebook, which I stopped using in 2019. And then after that, I was talking when Twitter was still Twitter about it, and I got attacked by their trolls, what have you. And I did a lot of videos on Elon Musk, calling him out while everyone was like, at that time, saying like he's this god-like figure, like who saves humanity. And I called him out over and over again because I mean, as you know me, I see through things. And it's not rocket science. It's just in your face if you pay attention and if you know what's going on, and if you can read what is being said, what he's doing, and if you follow what's going on behind the scenes. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Today is only the focus on Elon Musk and what he is actually, how he's reaping literally taxpayers' dollars while he is like on Twitter, I really refuse to say the new name. It's Twitter, full stop. And so, and because I could see the future, what will happen to Twitter, I quit before he took over, because right after that I made videos about that. Right after that, few months later, all the Twitter accounts were hacked into. I said it, I did it, you know, and hopefully you can follow me so you can be updated what will come in the future, because it's happening. And so right now what happened is, quietly on the background, he is again, while he's like pseudo attacking Donald Trump and with all the Epstein files, yada yada. Don't trust anyone. I'm telling you, don't trust a politician, don't trust anybody in the government at all, and who, especially not Elon Musk, who like now they're fighting, right? They're fighting. What he is actually, he got a back channel now. Why I say back channel? Because it's not, he doesn't even talk about it. Nobody talks about it. No channel, I'm telling you, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, no one, not the mainstream media, forget about them anyway, but these YouTubers, right? The alternative, you know, the liberal, whatever they call themselves, or in the left, whatever, nobody talks about that. What I talked about yesterday and what I'm going to talk about today. This is this serious. That's why keep liking, keep whatever sharing or commenting, so that YouTube show these videos. So now let's get started with the first story. I mean, this is the same story, but I will read you from, I think, 3 or 4 news articles so that you can get the idea. Okay, so 643 is the first, and that's from Fortune. Okay, so the title reads, Elon Musk spent months slashing federal contracts. Now his AI company, which is Grok, I mean, I will make another video if you haven't followed this and what's happening right now. Elon Musk will destroy humanity. Why? Because with his AI, with Grok, XAI, he created, oh my god, I will do another video on that, because he will destroy men while he is a lonely loser. He will destroy men and make mental health for men a horrible outcome. I mean, you know, I talk a lot about in United Nations about global health, mental health, etc. We will do another video just for that. It's insane what happened. Everything happens this week, guys. This week is insane, and no one's talking about this. Okay, now his AI company is celebrating a $200 million Pentagon contract, a new unit to get government business. Please, if you haven't watched my Starlink video, a full video on Starlink alone, and that's if you want to understand everything that Elon Musk is doing with the government, even in the Biden administration. And let me tell you, every time it comes back to the Biden administration, let me tell you this, both administration, this guy plays the game. It doesn't care about nothing, only about how to rip off American people's taxpayers' dollars. He doesn't care about Republicans, he doesn't care about Democrats, nothing. It goes back to any way, shape, or form, he has a back channel to the government to rip taxpayers' dollars. Okay. So this again, the Pentagon, and the Pentagon now, imagine that his AI, which if you follow the news, has been rated the lowest of AI systems. And I will make another channel just on AI, responsible AI, ethical AI, data security, data privacy, and everything about AI will be talked about that channel, a new channel. Okay, and that will be soon. So now, and it was rated the lowest of all AI systems. Now imagine that the government, the Pentagon, hires Elon Musk's level of the lowest AI system for our defense. Like, you can't make this stuff up. So now, Elon Musk XAI has signed an important new customer, the US government. Duh, right? The two-year-old AI company, most recently in the news when its chatbot praised Hitler, said in a blog post Monday that it has launched a new division. Again, everything happens this week. No one's talking about this. Called Grok with Government, and signed a contract worth up to $200 million with the Department of Defense. XAI also announced that it had been added to the General Services Administration schedule, meaning that XAI products will now be available for purchase. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. Like Apple, right? Once you purchase a Apple MacBook, then you Apple iPad, iPod, Apple, I don't know, phone, whatever. That's exactly what he's creating. Also with Starlink, and also with all of his products, with Tesla, the Tesla batteries, right? The government contracts with the subsidies for the batteries, everything. And he makes the most money not from the sales. We talked about this in the video, right? Before. He makes the money, that's why he's a billionaire, not from the sales, which are not that many, right? He doesn't make sales, he didn't get billionaire status, multi-billionaire status because of his sales from this Tesla cars, but from the batteries and from the government contract from California. Okay. XAI also announced, okay, I read that. XAI's new DOD, Department of Defense contract is part of a new effort to develop AI agent workflows across a variety of mission areas. The Chief Digital and Artificial Intelligence Office said in the press release, without giving many more specifics. Of course they didn't give many more specifics. Google, OpenAI, and Anthropic, which is Claude, if you know that, we'll talk about all this on my new channel, were also awarded up to 200 million contracts as part of the new effort, according to the Chief Digital and Artificial Intelligence Office. A number of tech companies, including Meta, Amazon, and Google, have either started working with or upped their work with the US government in the last year, as the taboo in Silicon Valley of working with Defense Department has fallen away. Guys, did you see what I just said, what I just read? Last year, who? Biden administration. Just give me 1 second. Okay. XAI's new ties with the Pentagon are likely to raise eyebrows, not least because just 1 week earlier, the company released an update to its Grok AI model that caused it to spew racist comments, including referring it to itself as a Mecha Hitler. What does that mean? Mecha Hitler. There's also a fact that XAI CEO Musk has spent the last 6 months trying to trim wasteful spending in the government via the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. DOGE claims to have saved 190 billion with the B in US taxpayers' dollars by July, in large part via cutting government contracts it said were outdated or wasteful, in parentheses, DOGE reportedly hasn't provided documentation or evidence for 40% of those cuts, and investigations and analysis into the cuts have suggested that these figures have been greatly exaggerated. And that was all over the news already. Now, XAI is vying into the US government to add many more contracts that could cost hundreds of millions of dollars. Of course. Another twist is that the Grok announcement comes at a time when existing government contracts at Musk's various companies appear to be on thin ice. Right? While Tesla is going down to the toilet, and the now with the big beautiful bill, they also canceled the contract with the batteries, right? The government subsidies for the where he made become billionaires with that. They also, with the big beautiful bill, they cut that off too. He has to get another back channel, and that is what it is. In June, amid the very public social media spat between Musk and Trump that began with Musk's criticisms of Trump's big beautiful bill because he cuts the subsidy for electrical cars, right? Trump threatened to cut all of Musk's government contracts across his various companies, like also Starlink, right? Musk in turn had suggested he would decommission SpaceX Dragon capsule, currently in primary way for NASA to shuttle astronauts to the International Space Station and back to Earth. Musk's companies have notched more than 38 billion with the B in contracts with the US government over the years, including the Biden administration, which we covered in the Starlink video. XAIs, basically the Biden administration literally created a monster in the backyard, and now this monster is killing us all. XAI says that it wants to start servicing federal, local, state, and national security customers, and that for these customers it would start to build custom models for national security or critical science. Don't touch science. Don't touch science. Don't touch science. Applications that would be available in classified and other restricted environments, and that it would provide specific engineering support with USG cleared engineers. Oh my God, this guy still thinks he's a scientist. I cannot believe this. This guy seriously thinks he is this genius scientist. I just cannot believe it. While Musk is no longer working with DOGE, he remains well connected in some government circles. One of his allies within the Trump administration was Katie Miller, who had served as Mike Pence's press secretary when he was vice president during Trump's first presidency. Miller is also the wife of Stephen Miller, Trump's the monster, literally the monster 10 times now, and the monster behind all Trump administration's actions, because he just hates his life. He hates everybody. I don't know what kind of childhood he had. He literally hates everybody. Trump's deputy chief of staff of policy, and she has since started working for XAI since Musk left DOGE. Imagine this. This is to me, it reminds me of academia, right? The government, academia is, guys, I can't make another video on that. Academia is literally like government, okay? literally like the Congress, okay? Who know who, like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I mean, I literally have seen this at Harvard, like that person give that a position, that person give that a position. They flip-flop the people, they flip-flop the professors, they flip-flop the staff. I mean, it's insane. And this is exactly what this is. Academia, it's identical to government. So basically, once they made a good relationship, she made a good relationship with Stephen Miller's wife, like the ultra racist guy's wife with the ultra racist Musk. They get along, and then he goes away, and then he's like, "Oh, do you want to work with me? Sure, yeah. Well, two races, and then we, create this Grok, and Grok calls his self Hitler. I mean, how everything fits perfectly together." On Monday, Miller was promoting AI's new government plans on her social media account, saying that Grok was the only truth-seeking AI available to the US government. I just read to you that the AI, XAI, calls referring to itself as a mecha Hitler, okay? And that's the only truth-seeking AI available to the US government. You make whatever you want with that quote. A representative for the Defense Department said that it was excited to work with industry leaders like XAI and others. Like industry leaders? XAI? Like what? XAI was rated the lowest and is only for 2 years old. What are we even talking about? Industry leaders. It's not an industry leader. If you know anything about AI and AI products, you know this is not an AI industry leader. It's just the last attempt, the latest attempt of Elon Musk to catch up with OpenAI. With excited to work with industry leaders like XAI and others, it had awarded contracts to broaden DoD use of and experience in frontier AI capabilities. Oh my God. This is literally like when I've opened my new YouTube channel for just for AI and data safety, data privacy, responsible AI, ethical AI, and all the AI products. I will share all of this with you and teach you how to use AI correctly and ethically and safely. Most importantly, safely. I teach you that, so stay tuned about that. But I literally lost my train of thought. So here, to broaden DoD's use and expand. Yeah, I was just about to say that this is literally a bunch of people in the government, like the Senate, right? The aging Senate, who have zero clue about technology, how technology works, how no, I swear to God, like nobody knows what AI really is. Many people think, let's pause here for a second. Many people think that AI is like Google, and many people use AI like ChatGPT. If you ever heard of that, just let me know in the comments if you ever use ChatGPT or stuff like that and you are interested in learning more about it. But many people who just start, and you see in YouTube channels like, yes, ChatGPT, if you're age 50 and above, or if you're age 70 above, I teach you how to, you ChatGPT. This is not Google. People just don't understand that. ChatGPT or AI makes shit up, okay? And you can trust that information. It's not based on data. It's based on training. It's a learned training system. It's a learned system. Basically, whatever you give input, it learns. If you keep saying this is red, the pen is red, the pen is red, it tells you, oh, and next time you ask, I want to buy a pen, but tell me this pen, and this, it will tell you this pen is red. Like this XAI is telling itself, I'm Hitler, kind, like it refers itself as Hitler. And so that's learned, trained system. It's not based on data. It's not based on data that you give, these are the facts. It's a trained model. And many people just don't understand that. And this is exactly the type of talks, how people who have no clue about how technology works, what even AI is and what is not. And this is just the typical PR talk, or just this tech talk that people just like to talk just to show they're somehow in the game or intelligent or whatever. For people who really understand what this is, it's like comes across as so dumb, like ultra dumb. Like, as I keep referring to the aging Senate. Why do I keep saying that? If you watched a few years ago when what's this guy name? Zuckerberg had, like, he was asked to come and testify in the Senate, in the Congress, and then right after that, and this was like, oh my God, 2-3 days long, really 5, 6, 8 hours long each, a testimonial, I'm not testimonial, like hearing on him. He testified, but he was obviously like a robot, right? He didn't answer nothing. I will get back to you. The 8 hours, and I watched it, was spent on, I will get to you, I will get back to you, I have no idea, I will get back to you. The whole, and he was only drinking water and water and water. That was the whole thing. And after that, right after, he was called to the European Congress to testify, where they obviously, because European Union is so much more serious about data privacy and data security. That's why they have GDPR, right? Or how's it called? This security, they take this very, very seriously. That's why me as a European, already when I came to the US 18 years ago, I was already in that data safety, data security, and all that. And that reminds me to a video that I wanted to make, right? Okay. And then in the Congress, where the first started with the Senate, and instead of the Senate giving, asking, really questioning, the point was data privacy, data security. What do you do with people's data at that time? Now it's like going off the scale with the children and the youth with Instagram and what have you. But that time was about data privacy. What the heck are you doing with people's data? You promised not to use people's data, blah, blah, blah. Instead of questioning that, the Republican senators who are much more older, for whatever reason, they keep getting elected, I guess. They literally, I don't know if you watched it, go back and watch it, Google and watch it. It was like this. They were like, so let me ask you this. If I have a Facebook and I click on that, and then when I click on this, then can I see who is on my friends list? Like, what? He's like, yeah. Like, what? And then when my children, when they click on this, can they see this and that? And he's like, what? I couldn't believe it. So that was the whole scenario, except few senators who kind of knew what they're talking about and ask actually really pressing question, what data safety, data privacy, what have you. But the majority of them, they're just like, can I click on this and I do this? That was not the like workshop for Facebook. It was a hearing in the Congress. This was like insane. And similar to that, closer to that, was also in the House. So obviously you can imagine it went to nowhere. No results, no nothing, because he was the robot and said, I will get back to you, So that's exactly why I keep referring to, when it comes to tech, to this aging Congress, because we know from years ago they know nothing about technology, and now they are doing these approvals and bills after bills with like zero knowledge about AI. And hundreds, and if you remember, in the beginning of this new presidency, who was there? Sam, right? Did this new bill of the new governmental thing that they want to do about AI, $500 billion or whatever, with then who was beside of him? It was Sam Altman from OpenAI. There was Google was there. Musk was already in the office, and other AI leaders were there, because they signed this executive order. I think it was a 500 billion or whatever for the initiative of AI. And this is insane, because you don't even know what you're doing. And if you want to hear everything about AI in healthcare, how they're smashing our data, our healthcare data, please either go to, I do comprehensive articles, write comprehensive articles about this, a series, and the one is on my website. Go to my website, draigenschein.com/blog, or go to my LinkedIn. It's right there. It's literally, you can read the whole thing, and I will continue on that to expose what they're doing in healthcare regarding AI. And the first article that I wrote was about how the Biden administration, FTC, really took this healthcare data and the healthcare system and AI and regulation by the FTC very seriously. There were strict rules. Now, after, and I didn't know this, again, nobody's talking about this. Only after I researched it, I found out, because I want to do write an article, but as I was researching it, I run straight into that, and I was like, oh my God. And I have to do this. I already scheduled like all the series I will post one by one, so that the new government has with the FTC completely loosed it. Like there's no really pretty much, if you want me to summarize, the new FTC of this administration says, do whatever they want. Do whatever you want. Open. Do whatever you want with the healthcare data. You can train. This is the initiative. This is the AI. What? Guys, I'm telling you, and if you even also didn't follow the news, I don't know. I mean, it's all over, but nobody's talking about this. Another healthcare data breach of 16 million, maybe? This is serious stuff. These people have no idea about technology, what even AI is. And it's just the nice things to say to sound smart. But they don't know, for the smart people, they're so dumb. I see this in LinkedIn. On LinkedIn. Like, they have MD titles, like all the PhDs, whatever. And then you're like, did you even, they post 100% copy paste from AI. And then you think, and then they want to be an influencer, right? The influencer on LinkedIn with their MD titles, with their PhD titles. And one of this, we literally, everybody made fun of it, and I included. I said, and this was so funny because one person was a leader in AI or whatever, want to be an influencer on AI, post a post, and that he's want to be like kind of this responsible AI, right? So he posted a video or something, or picture, I don't remember, it was a video or picture, and then the whole thing was about, oh my god, like, do you see, oh, it was about fake females being used everywhere, and they look so natural. They can be in Wimbledon, they can be sitting, I don't know, in government, they can be sitting everywhere, but now they are actually, this is how it is so seriously being used as very unnaturally, I mean, they look very natural, so they can be used. So the whole thing was about that, how it is difficult, I mean, to even recognize whether or not they are fake or not. But the entire post of himself was totally AI with all the emojis and all that. And everyone, including me, said, listen, you are complaining about the danger of AI, and you literally copy paste the entire text from AI without even looking anything about it. Like, do you see what I'm saying? The entire, the ridiculousness of all of this, that people have no idea about how to use it, now are actually helping the entire world to run into a dead end and full speed, that is, while the government is using our taxpayers' dollars to make them rich again by screwing up the humanity again, or all of us again. So now, a representative for the Defense Department said that it was excited to work with industry leaders like AI and others. It has awarded contracts to broaden DoD use of and experience in frontier capabilities. GSA said it was working with several AI solutions across various agencies, and that it welcomes all American companies and models to abide by our terms and conditions. XAI did not respond to requests for comment. Okay, this is insane. This is actually insane. So I go straight into the other article. This is from CNN, okay? So the second article is on CNN, and the title reads, U.S. Department of Defense awards contracts to Google, Musk's XAI. OpenAI, Alphabet's Google, Anthropic, which is Claude, if you know, and Elon Musk AI company XAI have won contracts of up to $200 million each, aimed at scaling up adoption of advanced artificial intelligence capabilities in the U.S. Department of Defense, the government agency said on Monday. The contracts will enable the DoD to develop agentic AI workflows and use them to address critical national security challenges, the department's chief digital and artificial intelligence officer said. Oh my God. Oh my God. Imagine, I just told you, if you just listen to this, right? I just told you, AI is a learned system. You train AI to tell you what to tell you, okay? If you keep saying this is a red pen, it will give you the output as this is a red pen and this is the fact, okay? It doesn't have an eye or anything like that. It doesn't based on data. It's a learned system. And so imagine now you use this technology like AI for national security. They type in, how can we escalate this upcoming bomb or whatever? And they say, okay, turn right, turn left, and do the F-16 jets, you know, from left and right. Like, how can you trust this? I have to all the time correct the output of an AI, regardless the quality of the AI, because it makes shit up. That's what it is. You cannot trust anything with AI. You have to a million times fact check AI. And imagine now you use AI systems in national security, guys. I can't, in the defense, like what? I mean, we will talk about this in my new AI channel, where we talk all about this, but this is serious stuff. Like, you need to, I mean, these, as I keep saying, the House representatives are a little bit more younger than the aging senators in the Senate, but we must call our representatives. While knowledge is power, show them in their face and say, what are you doing? You don't even know anything about it. How can you use these systems as in the defense and in national security? While the intelligence officers use Signal, a private, not private, it's a non-profit, but a commercially used app for national security system or national security purposes. You cannot make this stuff up. I don't know what, this is serious. This is so serious, guys. That's why if you're here, like this video, share this video. Everyone must see this. And we must hold our representatives accountable. And these people call themselves scientists. It's like crazy to me. The adaptation of AI is transforming the DOD's ability to support our war fighters and maintain strategic advantage over our adversaries. Like, what are you talking about? Imagine you guide a fighter jet with AI and then it screws you over. Like, what is, and imagine that you're a fighter jet pilot and you trust 100% to the AI for warfare. How can you even trust your own safety of a pilot? Forget about the target. Chief Digital and AI Officer Doc Mattis said, guys, these people have no clue. I swear to God, they have no clue about nothing. US government agencies have been expanding their use of AI driven by a White House order in April. I'm telling you, this is all going on behind the scenes and nobody's talking about this. Like yesterday, I said back in June, back in April, back this week, back last day, the day before, back in whatever. It's non-stop. It's back, but nobody's paying attention. And no, this is not in the news. We must help our representatives accountable. We have to call them every day, in their face, every day. What is this? You cannot approve this. What the heck is this? Question this. Block this. Okay? This is our taxpayers' dollars. The US government agencies have been expanding their use. I already did that. Ordering AI, promoting adoption. President Trump has also moved to soften regulation. See, I just said that, right? Soften this AI use in healthcare. I wrote an article about it. You can read that on my website. The link is also below. Move to soften regulation on the technology by revoking 2023 Biden-era executive order, which sought to reduce AI risks through mandatory data disclosures. See? Right here. I literally wrote this in my article, but the focus was healthcare. And I mentioned just before that the FTC is totally dismantled the Biden era FTC regulations about how AI in the healthcare system is using patients' information, patients' data. This is unreal, guys. This is so surreal. Separately, on Monday, XAI announced a suite of its products called Grok for Government, making its advanced AI models, including its latest flagship Grok 4, available to federal, local, state, and national security customers. Now, imagine when Grok AI refers itself to Hitler, and you imagine that the governments, the state and local governments, forget about the federal, like state and local governments, using this Grok AI for the constituents' private data, housing, school, healthcare, you name it, banks, whatever. It's just insane. It's just unbelievably insane. The Pentagon announced last month that OpenAI was awarded a $200 million contract. Again, last month. Saying, did you hear this in the news? I follow the news every day. Did you hear this in the news last month? I didn't. Saying the ChatGPT maker would develop prototype frontier AI capabilities to address critical national security challenges in both warfighting and enterprise domains. Guys, especially ChatGPT, I will tell you in my new channel, there's something about that. They're new, based on Europeans, like some lawsuits. It's just so severe important, guys, what they are doing with our data, okay? The contracts announced on Monday deepen the ties between companies leading the AI race and US government operations, while, see, that's what it is about. They say it. The AI race. That's what it is. That's why Elon Musk founded only 2 years ago Grok, because he wanted to be in the race. He said that, and I made videos about that years ago. He wanted to catch up with the race. That's why he founded this Neuralink. You can watch all my Elon Musk videos. I'm not going to go on tangent here with that, because I already made videos about that. You can watch that. Yeah. While addressing concerns around the need for competitive contracts for AI use in federal agencies. In May, Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren from Massachusetts, right, had urged DOD to ensure competitive AI contracting at a time when Musk's Grok chatbot was gaining ground in federal government. Okay, do you see what's happening here? So it seems like among these aging senators, Senator Warren, Elizabeth Warren from Massachusetts, is the only one understands FTC and FTC and technology and data privacy, consumer rights. That's her thing, and she understood that. But what she did was she wasn't against the AI used in the DoD. She was for competitiveness, meaning, and in variety of things, I ask my local government to say, in housing, for example, there needs to be competitors. You cannot give your hundreds of millions of dollars to one single corrupt, I don't know, landlords or whatever, or group of landlords, but it has to be open and has to be competitive. That's what I'm pitching to the local government for years and fighting for it. Because once the corruption is there and they keep giving our taxpayers dollars for this corrupt systems, it has to be competitive. But she also said here that if you're using AI in the government, it has to be competitive, so all the other companies has to be included, or it has to be competitive environment. And that's, I guess, why they give the contract $200 million for a lot of things, for a lot of people, because at that time, because Elon Musk was in the government, it would have been horrible if he just got all the money, let's say $1 billion just for Grok, which would be unreal, right? So now the point is, who's using for what, right? Which one is, like, you're using fighter jets with Grok, you're using fighter jets with Entropy, are you using fighter jets with, I don't know, Gemini, or are you using it with OpenAI or ChatGPT, like whatever the heck you're doing, right? Who you're trusting. There's a level of quality into it. So I will end it here. I don't want to read the other two. I can put the links in the section below because it gets too long. So what I'm telling you right now is not only that this is insane, that how, this is another exposure of Elon Musk, what the heck he's doing. He's ripping, and that's exactly what he's doing, right? He doesn't just build Tesla. He built this battery system. He built, with that battery system, he used a backdoor to get taxpayers' dollars in his pocket. No one is talking about it. And that was also a Biden era agreement, state of California, right? That they got all the taxpayers' dollars with the initiative of, actually it was Obama, I think. Yeah, since Obama, he was giving all the money, right? And with the Biden era, that the initiative for electrical cars, they get money in the pocket from the government as the initiative of electric vehicle, which was it's canceled. That's why he's freaking out by the big beautiful bill. They want to go back to fossil fuel. Obviously Republicans want to go to fossil fuel, so they take away the initiative for electrical vehicles, which Elon Musk got billionaire from. And that's why he was freaking out, and that's why he was attacking Trump. That's all what it is about. He doesn't care a crap about anything but his money. And now, obviously, he found another backdoor, and that backdoor is Grok for government, right? He used all, now he will develop, he just said, right? In 2 articles, it's all right there. He said he will create this Grok for government products, like Apple. All the products will be, he will so engineer that they're all linked together, so that one is using, so he will imagine, like, this is not rocket science, guys. Like, they think we are all dumb, right? Especially Elon Musk is such an arrogant narcissist. He thinks that he's this Einstein or whatever. He's not even a scientist, okay? So imagine these other companies were much higher quality, right? I mean, now what Sam Altman now has ChatGPT 5.0, okay? 5.0 already is out all over the news, right? So all the high quality ones, and they all got $200 million. They have a opportunity to create like this OpenAI systems, right? Much higher level systems. How can he, Elon Musk, rip more taxpayers' dollars from the back door? By creating more of these connected, engineered, connected products that once they got one, the government purchased one, then it's connected to the next, to the next, to the next, like Apple. That's the business, right? And then you just have to purchase all of these products together like he did with Tesla. Tesla is not just a car, it's a battery system. They're literally right here, a gigantic station they built recently, right here, a gigantic station for electrical battery chargers. Like it covers pretty much the entire parking lot, like a good chunk of the parking lot. It's a big deal. There's a lot of money in this, and this is how you get billionaires. So mark my words. I keep hashtagging, mark my words, because that's what will happen. How can he be in the race and not get beaten by the other Gemini? I mean, Gemini was already rocking the house, right? Gemini, Entropy, and OpenAI, they're just like way above Grok. So Grok is actually really sucks, right? But instead, what he did, he's now using his own loneliness and tries to make another stuff which makes money off of that, which we will get to another video. But mark my words, this is how we will use again this government backdoor. This is all fake BS with all the fights, whatever, all of the Epstein, whatever. These are all stuff that what's going on behind the scenes, which I hope I was able to clarify here in full length with all so much details, because they think that we are done. We are not done. So please like it if you like this video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and then we will do more. And let me tell me if you want me to cover anything that you are interested in, and we'll dive deeper into that. Thank you so much for being here, guys, and I'll see you next video. Don't forget, I think tomorrow we'll share that with the cheating thing. It's so bizarre. I cannot make this stuff up. Okay, bye-bye.